Boom. Welcome to tonight's stream. I'm looking like super orange. One sec. Back to normal. Hmm. Hello everyone. What's up? And welcome to tonight's stream. It's day 29 um, of streams, late OP, of course, late OP. But what we're going to be doing today is, as usual, we're going to be chilling. We're going to be chilling on stream. Before we get started, what's up, Shubham? You are the first. You're the first comment, bro. Let me. What's up? What's up, Ajinkya? Hello, Aryan. Hello, Anish. Hello, Anirudh. नमस्कार सबको. आज हम बात करने वाले हैं. आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली किसके बारे में, बट सबसे पहले हमारा एक नया आर्टवर्क है. हमारा नया आर्टवर्क ये देखिए, is our new garden lounge. Oof. This is our new garden lounge. This is made by Priyanshi. Bottom right, you'll see her Instagram handle, Vice and Virtual. Beautiful. I love it. What a cozy environment. Isn't it fucking cozy, dude? You've got this lush green landscape, right? You've got these lush plants outside. What looks to be an apartment, but could be a house sitting in the middle of vast hundreds and thousands of acres of property. But in this very cozy environment, we have our robotic insects flying around near these plants. You might be thinking, yo, what are those glowing insects? Yeah, I'm just story building for all of you. I love this. This is like definitely one of my favorite environments that we have so far. Super crisp. This is our new chill zone. So this, by the way, we're going to be calling this the garden lounge. That's what this is going to be. Beautiful, man. I love this. It's a meta stream. Definitely, it is a meta stream. Today is a stream about streaming. This is a meta stream today, right? This is the 29th day also. We're coming very close to a month of daily streams. Let me get back. We're coming close to a month of daily streams, which is crazy, which is absolutely crazy. What's up, everyone? People are like, yo, Vipul says, I want to enter this in VR. Vipul, you're not going to believe this. Literally today on WhatsApp, I pinged the team and I was like, yo, can we go into this on VR? Because I do have a VR headset and I can technically stream VR. So we technically can do VR streams, whether that's just me solo streaming from VR or we do, a group thing where everybody can actually join. But let's see. This was made in Unreal Engine. I keep mixing up the two by accident. I think once on one of the previous streams I said it's Unity and people got really upset. Mostly Vedant. So let's catch up, okay? Let's catch up on what's been happening. This is not, we're going to be talking about what's been happening in the world of Twitter, right? The bro metaverse. We're also going to be talking about what's been happening in the world of I forgot, bro. What's been happening in the world of NFTs. Okay. So today we'll just go through some of those. We'll talk. I'm going to take some ideas from the chat as well. But one thing I want to talk about, okay, before we get into all of this is let's go, we're already meta. We're doing meta today. We're doing a stream which is talking about streams. Let's go one level deeper. How do I go one level deeper? What? Okay, I got it. Okay. So here's the scene. If you had asked me a year ago, saying that will you ever do daily streams, my answer would be straight up no. And the reason for that is, how many of you, thinking about this, okay, we're going meta on the name of the stream today. How many of you think, if I create, I'm going to run out of things to create? How many of you feel that? Let's talk about that for a sec. Have you ever felt this? Like, whether it's these daily streams, right, for me, whether it's something else, maybe you're making some artwork for Twitter, Instagram, you're sharing something. Have you ever felt that, I need to slow down? Mostly because you feel like you might run out of things to say. Have you ever felt that? We'll talk about that in just a bit, because I have an interesting perspective. I was speaking to, I think, some creator. I don't remember who. Was it Prakhar? Was it Vinamra? I don't remember. We were talking about how, hey, one day, I'm not sure who said this again, but we were talking about one day, what if we run out of things to talk about? And I think we were generally talking about, not from the burnout perspective, which is definitely true, right? That's one of the bigger reasons. But from the perspective of, what if I run out of things to talk about? And for a sec, I was like, shit, I didn't even think about that. But it is definitely possible, right? And I think a lot of artists feel this as well. Because when you think about um, ideas, you might think that, hey, shit, I reached this point where I've found this amazing idea I want to work on, but you're also, some people are scared of consuming that idea, because what if I do it and then I'm out of ideas? What if the idea wasn't good? And that holds a lot of people back, right? It is definitely a fear in a lot of artists, right? A lot of people do feel that hey, what if I run out of ideas? But my perspective, my perspective is, there are a few reasons why you might run out and stop creating. And the biggest one to watch out for, right? Number one is burnout. Okay. Burnout is definitely one of those things that can stop all creation, and sometimes against your will, right? You never know when burnout happens. There are always symptoms and signs of it, which are different for every person. But burnout, to me, the way I see it, to put it in my own terms, it's a case of, you are expending energy because you're like, this is a task that requires energy. But at some point, you realize that, hey, shit, there is no energy being added. It's all a net negative that's going out. And when that happens, suddenly you're like, oh shit, I'm not getting refueled. And at that point, you burn out, right? That's literally the metaphor. You burn out, which is, you stop getting fueled again. So that, to me, is one another corollary of this energy management idea, which is, burnout happens when you're not getting enough energy, whether that's feedback, right? Whether that's feedback of your audience or your team members telling you that, yes, keep going ahead on this path. Or if it's a case of maybe vision, you're like, I don't know which direction it's going. Usually that's also a feedback problem, which is, you don't get enough inputs, and that can really affect things, right? So burnout is definitely one. But the other thing that a lot of people, um, I won't say a lot of people, but me myself, I have thought about this. And in fact, Vinamra and I, we spoke about this a lot, which is the idea that, if you look at the stereotype of artists, it's typically, they go off into this island, this cave, like they separate themselves from society and they create this amazing piece. So that is one thing. And the other side of it is, there are artists who are absolutely involved with everything, which is artists that are constantly putting their work out. They have that tight feedback loop. And I think the question we've spoken about a few times on different videos is what's the correct way of doing it. As an artist, should you remove yourself, right? Withdraw from society in some ways, create, and then re enter when you're ready? Or should you constantly be involved, like 100% active? Because the dilemma is that it sort of feels like creating and then sort of promoting yourself are two different things, it seems like, right? Because creating, you really have to absorb yourself, you have to cut out distractions, you have to really focus and bring stuff out, right? Through whatever medium, whatever process you have. But being involved on Twitter, right? Constantly engaging. A lot of NFT artists today are really feeling this burnout, which is, hey, fuck, I have to keep shilling myself on Twitter, right? And what's really the solution there? The way I see it is, I think it comes to feedback loop, right? Which is this idea, Rohit, amazing, okay? The more content you put out, the more content you get. I think one of the reasons a lot of people don't start at all, right, is because they want to plan everything in advance, right? So, for example, they're like, hey, if I'm starting a new Instagram page, then they're like, oh, okay, like I need to plan in advance what my big goal for this Instagram page is going to be, which can mean, let me zoom in a bit, which can mean, oh shit, I have to plan all this content out in advance. I have to do this. What if I don't know how to do it? And then all that planning stops you from doing stuff. So I always think this, which is sometimes even if you don't have 100% complete plan, you need to get started and the plan comes to you. What's that saying? Something like luck, when it arrives, it needs to find you working or something like that. I'm not able to remember, but I think the more the more you do, whether that's 3D work, whether you're making videos, whether you're making memes, you're running an Instagram page, you're making art, designs, code even of any kind, um, you don't you don't have to know everything before you start. I think a lot of people get stuck in the planning phase of things. Like, for example, myself, if I had started this channel, this streak that we're currently on, day 29, if I had started this a year ago, I was such a different person. My approach was that I would have sat down, made a list of 20 video ideas, and then I would have done it. I would have made a list of 20 ideas. I would have even made some of the thumbnails in advance, right? I would have scheduled some of the interviews and whatever to make a buffer saying that, oh, XYZ. But today, the place that I'm at, I don't know if this is a permanent thing. It's just currently, I feel like the world is moving so fast, you can't make plans as such. The best thing you can do is just show up, take that feedback loop, and just keep going. Most of these things are experiments that don't need to be done, no, don't need to be planned in advance. So rather than a top down system where you want to figure everything out before you start, I would encourage all of you to try out a bottom up approach, which is figure it out as you go, make shit up, right? You don't need this top down structure that you need to make first and then do everything, right? A lot of times you can just grow organically and just figure it out as you go. So, yeah, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about burnout also. This is a good point. Great point, Rudra, which is, I think for people who feel like they're going to run out of ideas, it's usually not ideas you run out of. Ideas are technically unlimited. It's usually the motivation or the energy that people run out of. And an extreme case of running out of energy, that is burning out, right? Luck favors the hard worker. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Definitely, right? Definitely. I think the thing with luck also is that we can't, it's out of our control, right? You might think it's out of our control because how can you get more lucky or less lucky, right? Luck by itself implies that It's an external thing that happens to you. But I think what you can increase is your, what's the word for this? Your at bat, right? At bat. I don't. That's not the best word for it. If I think of a better metaphor, I'll tell you. People are like, yo, where do you pull out these metaphors? I have a library of metaphors up here. I just make it up. It's almost like you can't increase your luck, but you can increase your chances the more you do it. It's almost like, what are your chances of hitting a six in cricket? Right? If you only bat once, very less. But if you were to do it 100 times, you are at bat 100 times, your chances of getting lucky increase because you're now putting in more reps. So as an artist, I think reps, putting in these repetitions is super important. Which is why today, like, I literally had no idea. Like, I'm not even joking when I say, give me stream ideas in this title. I actually had no clue what I was going to do. But I was like, yo, I'm in a streak. I can't do anything. I can't stop it. So, yeah. YOLO, dude. Exactly. I hope all of you have checked out our video with Raj yesterday. What's up, Raj? Definitely, dude. I feel like this is a great point as well, Webhub, which is, the minute you plan everything, you make things boring for yourself. And again, I will say this: everybody has a different style. Some people like doing everything in advance and planning because it gives them the mental peace. Great. If you're one of those people, that's great, right? Just know what works for you. But for me, dude, I need to surprise myself. I Somebody said, bro, I think you have ADHD. I don't fucking know that. Okay, I don't know. But I get really bored very easily. Like, if I made an entire plan, it's as good as just finishing the project. Like, the satisfaction I would get from 100% planning something, to me, I feel is the same satisfaction I would get on completing something. So then why would I even do it? Right? So I don't like planning too much. I love these quotes that are coming up. Hassan says, plan breeds anxiety when not met with expectations. No plan, no loss. That's beautiful, bro. That's so deep. Let me break that down. Okay. When you have a plan, you are saying, out of all these possibilities of how things can go, of what I can do, when you have a plan, you're saying, I am going to go and do this one possibility. I'm going to go down this one path. But the world is unpredictable, right? The creative process is unpredictable. You're not making stuff for yourself. Whenever you're doing art, design, creating, you're making stuff for others, and others are unpredictable. So, if one of the problems with plans is that when plans are not met, you start feeling anxiety. You start feeling like, oh no, things are going bad. You start feeling, oh no, things are going bad, because in your mind, you've already defined what the path looks like. I'll give you one more idea of this. Okay, this is and I'll take some questions also. I see a lot of interesting stuff happening in chat. Somebody told me this. I think this was I don't remember who. This is idea of, like, for example, when I, back about 2.5 years now, close to 3.5 years actually, 3.5 years back, when I joined Unacademy, I had very little executive knowledge, right? I had managed a team before that. I had run my own startup, but now I was expected to build up this design team. And I had to very quickly, on the job, figure out how do you be a good manager and how do you be a good leader. And one thing that, I realized, somebody told this to me or taught it to me, or I don't remember, was that you want to be the kind of leader who's not managing but is rather enjoying. So managing and enjoying were shown as these two separate sides. And when I first heard that, I was like, what do you mean by that? Are you saying if I'm managing, I'm not enjoying? And what they said was managing means you have defined a very strict way of doing things, right? I'll give you a practical example. Let's say if a designer on my team is designing and I tell them, you need to do this exactly like this, right? Let's say they're designing a login and I've done so many logins and I tell them, you need to exactly do it like this. What I'm doing is I am managing them. So when they do something different, I come in and I say, yo, do it like this. What that leads to is micromanaging because now I'm telling them how to do their job. On the other hand, is enjoying. And the best executives are enjoying because what they're doing is instead of saying, this is how you need to do stuff, do exactly how I tell you, you are saying, this is the goal you need to get, right? And figure out how do you get there. It's your job to figure out. So rather than saying do a login screen exactly like this, a better thing to say would be we need a login screen, figure out how to get there, and I will help you course correct. So as a manager, you only help with then the direction of getting there. And this really changed my mind because the more tied you are to process, you're like, it needs to go exactly like this. The minute it starts going slightly different, which it will, right? There's so many stakeholders involved, you get anxious. You're like, fuck, it's not going according to plan. But if you don't have a plan, you just have the outcome in mind. And you're like, I'm okay whichever path we go. We can take path A, path B, path C. I can start with path A, then switch to path B. So, amazing summary by Vaibhav, which is Manzil ek, Raste alag. Which is, if you have a goal in mind, um, don't be too stuck on the plan, on the process, exact process, right? Figure out how you get there. So that was a little small detour. Okay. Sparked by Hassan. This is a good point. Why do you wear cap? Just like that, bro. It's yo, okay, we'll talk about this. Here's the scene, okay? Here's what's happening. I am very quickly becoming number one, sunglasses namaste, right? Somehow sunglasses namaste has become my thing. Secondly, I've got this, which is my Serg character. But what's been happening? Let me quickly show you my my wallet. What's been happening is I am very, very strongly getting typecast into this character. Okay. Number one. Number two. It is, and there are multiple more. Okay. I'll open one more. Actually, I'll open it up and then I'll show you. I'm quickly being typecast into this kind of character, and I kind of enjoy it. I'm not really pissed. But this orange beanie, let me show you visual examples. Let me show you visual examples of what's happening. It has become my brand now to be orange beanie, sunglasses, namaste emoji, right? And the longer and longer we move, the more solidified this gets. So check this out. This was one of them, right? This is Vibe Heads by Ibadat. I don't know why I'm lagging as I'm vibing. I think it's just my computer. I've got this, which is Shitty Emoji. This is a project called Shitty Emojis by Young Jake. Again, this is me. This is sunglasses beanie. I love the stats on this, by the way, which is if you go in here. I love the stats. I don't know how did he do this. How did they exactly find out how many emoji it has? This is crazy. But anyways, again, sunglasses beanie. And a new one happened yesterday. This is from BitClout. There's a project called Cloudpunk, which is there are going to be something like, I don't know how many punks, but basically what they're saying is, yo, invest X amount of this thing and we'll give you an NFT. And I think it's going to be on OpenSea later. But right now, this is another character I now have, right? And this is now my profile picture as well on here. Not just this, but yo, I've become an anime character. This is by Major Pathetic. Major Pathetic made this, and dude, this is so good. Like after seeing this, I was like, yo, we should be making comics. We should be making comics. We should be writing stories because there's just so many creative folks in our Discord. So yeah, the reason I wear the beanie now, like back then I just started because I've got really long hair, but now the beanie is a part of my brand. Yeah. Surface area of luck, definitely. You can increase the surface area of luck. Which is the more you put in, the more time and effort, you're increasing your chances of getting lucky. Prakash says, आपसे बात करके अच्छा लगता है. Thank you, Prakash. मुझे भी बहुत मज़ा आता है स्ट्रीम्स करते हुए. मोस्टली बिकॉज मुझे ये लगता है कि पूरे दिन मेरा काम चलता रहता है, बट इस टाइम पे मैं सब कुछ छोड़ सकता हूँ, बस यहाँ पे आ सकता हूँ, मेरा और कुछ नहीं चल रहा, बस जस्ट यू मी एंड स्ट्रीम. तो बाहर से फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड ऐसे लगता है कि आई एम पुटिंग इन अ लॉट ऑफ वर्क टू डू दीज स्ट्रीम्स, राइट, डूइंग दिस डेली एंड ऑल दिस, बट आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड क्योंकि इट्स एक्चुअली नॉट I don't know, it doesn't feel hard, it doesn't feel difficult. I'm very surprised. I know eventually it'll catch up to me and I'll be like, fuck, this is so difficult. A stream about the design of butter chicken. Yo, that's a good idea, Siddhant. We might do that. Go with the flow. 100%. Everything is a fucking metaphor, bro. For sure. I don't know what you're saying, bro. Where's my ADHD bro gang at? Dude, I mean, so someone I know is actually diagnosed with ADHD. I mean, not like it's a bad thing. It's just whatever. But they after working with me, they were like, bro, I think you have ADHD. And I was like, dude, I don't want to find out. I don't know. It hasn't affected my life. So maybe it has. I just don't know it. But yo, it's going fine. Like I don't know. So here's another question related to our first point, जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे. If you don't plan how to predict and chart out short to medium sized projects. I think plans are, so you might think that plans are needed for, of course, short, medium term, long term projects. You might also think about, if I'm working in a team and if we don't have a plan, won't that be like headless chicken scenario, right? Which is everybody's doing something different. I would say rather than a plan, what helps is a vision and sometimes an anti-vision. Let me explain. Let's say you and a friend, you're like, hey, I'm doing this new NFT project. We're going to do 100 pieces of XYZ. Or let's take a very real example. Let's talk about vibe heads, right? Ibadat and I were talking about vibe heads. And we were talking about, there's going to be more drops here. For folks who are not aware, vibe heads, we're doing some free giveaway, but this is going to be a big NFT project, right? We changed the name from last stream, right? So whoever sees that, don't try to cancel us. But there's going to be a lot more of these and this character. So we were talking about it and we were like, bro, itni sari cheezein kar sakte hain. We can do so much. And then also you feel kind of scared because you're like, all these other NFT projects out there have done so much. Shouldn't we be trying to learn from them? And one, as we were talking, one realization we came to is, especially in a field like NFTs, but applicable to most internet-related fields, you can't plan too much in advance. You can't say, next month we will do this. Next month might look so different. But you can say vision, right? This is what we want to do. So with Vibe Heads, the vision is all of us here in the community, we're figuring out NFTs, we're doing all this. We want Vibe Heads to be your first NFT project, your first NFT investments. We want this to be your profile picture that you use, and that's how we can identify each other on Twitter, Discord, right? So that might be a fun project. And of course, it also helps setting anti visions or anti goals. There might be a better term for this, but basically, you and your team agreeing that, bro, कर तो हम बहुत कुछ सकते हैं, but here's a few things we don't want to do. We don't want to do this because if we start doing that, we'll get distracted. So, for example, with vibe heads, why have just the characters? You could do accessories as well, right? You could have separate accessories that people buy, right? Why not do, you know, in general, at the start of a project, there's hundreds of possibilities. You have to say no to a lot of possibilities so that you can say yes to the right ones. And that's really important. So I would say more than plans, what helps is setting a vision, a shared vision, even better when you're doing this with a team. And that really helps. Planning is everything. The plan is nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I would say maybe. See, I think planning is also work, right? It's almost like you do the work and then you have planning is almost like meta work. You're working on figuring out what work to do. And the thing is, a lot of people get stuck in planning because it feels productive, but you're not making any progress. You have to still do the work. Planning alone is not enough. You can have the best plan, but if you don't execute it, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. You can have the best plan, but you're not going to be judged based on the quality and depth of your plan. You're going to be judged on the quality, depth of your outcome. That's what people will look at, right? If you have a great outcome, but your plan wasn't great, that's okay. You can change your plan later. But if you have a great plan and no outcome, then that's really bad, right? That means you're stuck in planning too much rather than doing. जीवन में सब नश्वर हैं. I don't know what that means, bro. Progress is greater than process. That's true. Product manager. Bro, I'm already part product manager. This is a good idea. Today we are going through multiple, but yeah, there's a few things we can do. We can also do drawing related stuff. I would love doing that. Just people give me prompts and I have to try to draw that shit. Like, that would be fun. Major Pathetic OP for sure. That anime one, it's too crazy. We need to now do we need to really, really make some comics, bro. I'm really feeling that. But to make comics, we need stories first. So we are actually planning a micro task related to writing. We want to write. We want people to write stories, and we want to do some community projects. But I don't know how exactly. We're still figuring it out. Okay. Let's do some more. I said we were going to talk about NFTs. So let's jump into current affairs. Current affairs is today, the date is 29th. On 5th May, GaryVee is dropping his NFT, right? I will just quickly show you this. A lot of us have gotten access to GaryVee's, Discord as well, which is quite crazy. So it's very interesting to see the progress happening there. A bunch of people sent me the invite. Thank you for that. Because I think Gary just tweeted this for like a few minutes or a few seconds and then deleted the link. But here's we are in GaryVee's NFT channel. And it's crazy, dude. Another very interesting Easter egg, okay, is, can you all see this? Probably not, but let me try to zoom in. GaryVee is wearing a CryptoPunks hat designed by The Hundreds. The Hundreds, coincidentally, is also the brand that I'm wearing right now. So Gary definitely has some crypto punks, one if not many. Okay, but overall, what I would say is I am interested in seeing what Gary's NFT project is going to be. I don't know if I'll actually buy. I might, if I have the time, try to participate in some of the giveaways. But we already know what it's going to be, right? It's not a surprise. We already know what it's going to be. If you've been paying attention, you know exactly what Gary's about to drop. He's about to drop his drawings. Let's see. Let's go to media. These here, Vibing Vampire, Bakchod Billy, Loose Leopard, Hustling Hyenas, whatever. His projects. He is probably going to drop this. However, one twist that I think we might see is instead of just uploading like a scan copy of this or whatever, he might have some artists take this and create something on top of it. So, for example, either take the characters and, animate them, or take the characters and do something else with it. I think overall, what this will lead to um, is a lot of people getting into NFTs for the first time ever. Because if you think about the kind of audience GaryVee has, if you think about the audience GaryVee has, it is a business audience, right? Young audience, people who are doing some kind of businesses, people who are looking for new opportunities. GaryVee has been like, let's say, the social media slash startups guy, which means he's attracted a lot of people who want to sort of do content. And NFTs is content on steroids. NFT is the creator economy on steroids, because creators can use NFTs to create these alternative channels of revenue. One thing a lot of people don't realize is selling an NFT is not the same as selling merch. The biggest reason is that a merch is a purchase, but an NFT is an investment. At least the best NFTs are. Okay. An example of this would be buying GaryVee's merch. There's probably no secondary market for it, especially if you're in India, right? You can't resell a GaryVee piece because it'd be so hard to find somebody who wants to buy it. Even if you've gotten it autographed, which makes it, what's the word? Non-fungible, because you have GaryVee's autograph on it. It would be very hard to sell something like that. You probably can't put it on an open market, right? India doesn't really have that eBay culture either. What was I saying? But yeah, when a creator drops merch, it's just a purchase, right? You buy it, it's a transaction, you give money, you get merch, and now you can use the merch. You can use the t-shirt that you've bought, you can use the stickers, whatever. But when you buy a creator's NFT, you are investing in the creator. You are getting some kind of equity in that creator's social capital. Very interesting to note. In the same way that startup equity is on the financial side, right? You are, with startup equity, you get a cut off the financial upside. With NFTs, you get a cut of the cultural upside. Very interesting. And I don't think we've seen too much of that, right? We've seen it in here and there, but it's going to be get very, very crazy. So GaryVee's launch is definitely something to look out for, to follow. A lot of you, in our Discord server have won giveaways, not GaryVee's, but a lot of people have won the Lil Michaela giveaway. Harsh, I think, won the Aku giveaway. Few more. I hope a bunch of people from our Discord win the GaryVee giveaways. There's going to be a few of them. A lot of people ask me, how can I get involved in NFTs if I don't have money? Do I need ETH? Do I need crypto? Do I need a large amount of money to get started? Here's the scene. Getting into NFTs with money is the easy way, because everybody can do it. Not exactly, but I'll clarify. But you right now have time, you have energy, you have attention, right? So imagine somebody who wants to buy GaryVee's NFT, who's the CEO of a company, and they're like, wow, Gary's helped me a lot, I will buy anything Gary puts out. They want to buy that NFT, but they're not going to turn on notifications for GaryVee's Instagram and Twitter to just constantly be refreshing and seeing when the NFT drops. Only people who have time will do that. And those people, when they get that free NFT, they now can do secondary sales. They can now sell it to people who don't have time to, be constantly plugged in, but they have the money and they're willing to pay that premium. It's flipping culture, but on fucking steroids, right? So I'm very sure a lot of us from the bro community will be winning some of the Gary's giveaways. If you weren't planning on it, please think about it, right? You do have that chance, not just with Gary, but with all of these giveaways that happen with NFTs. You have the chance of flipping them. You can actually sell it. It's actually very easy. It just takes a few buttons on all of these NFT platforms. And if not, dude, I will get it from you. Like, for example, the Lil Michaela NFT, somebody got it in the giveaway. We did a trade. I traded one of my NFTs and another NFT to them, and they gave me the Lil Michaela NFT. So like trades are definitely possible. It comes down to Pokemon card culture, right? Which is, I don't know, maybe some of you are too young to know that, but Pokemon card trading culture was a big thing back in the day. And today you can do that shit online, and you can do it to such an extent that it can become your full-time job. Imagine trading Pokemon cards as a full-time job. Dream job, dude, dream job. And a lot of people will be doing that. They're going to be called collectors. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think a lot of people will get into the space because of this. If nothing else, bro, Digital Pratik will get into the space. Digital Pratik is our Desi GaryVee. Met him at an Avalon event, I think a year or two back. Killing it, bro. He's killing it. But I would not just GaryVee's NFT. I'm excited to see Digital Pratik's NFT when he does it. Mm, sweet, sweet. Let's jump back into Twitter. So it's definitely going to be this, bro. I think it's going to be this because he's been doing this shit for a long time. Last few weeks, I think, he's been putting this stuff out. I'm also really excited for the CryptoPunks launch. I am feeling massive, massive FOMO. Although I know I shouldn't be. Like maybe it is out of my league to do this shit. But I'm feeling massive FOMO, dude. Let's talk about CryptoPunks for a while, right? Gary tweeted about this. It'll be fun to look back at it in 2030. This project will be looked at forever. The CryptoPunks auction that's coming up with Christie's is very likely going to change the game. Okay? CryptoPunks is what you should be looking at if you think NFTs, if you're still thinking about, hey, do NFTs have value? How crazy is it? We know NFTs are crazy, but how crazy is it? You should be looking at CryptoPunks, right? 10,000 of them. We've, of course, spoken about them multiple times on stream. It's just this, right? It's a certain number of pixels. I forgot how many. But these are some of the prices. 4,200 ETH. This was sold. Most popular, most expensive, $7 million. Sold by the CEO of Figma. He owned this and he sold it. And he put out a beautiful Oscar speech for that sale. The thing with punks is the floor right now, which is the lowest price punk for sale, is about 20 ETH, which is $56,000. It is expected to go up massively with the Christie's auction. So Christie's is auctioning off the punks as part of this bigger event as well, I think. And they're going to be offering 9 multi-million-dollar NFTs. These are the 9 punks that Christie's is going to be auctioning. And these are very rare punks, by the way. We'll talk a little bit about what makes them rare. Are these 9 punks or is it different? I don't think those are the 9 punks. Where is the official Christie's site? It's happening on 13th May, I think. So this will definitely be one of the things to look out for. Here we go. Anyway, so certain punks are really rare, right? So for example, if you go to attributes for punks, where do I see the attributes? There are a bunch of these attributes, right? For example, all of these attributes are basically the class of punks. So you have alien, ape, zombie, female, and male. Then you have these kind of attributes like beanie, choker, helmet, tiara, and of course some are rarer than the other. For example, with beanie, there are only 44 punks that have beanies, so that makes it rare. With zombies, there are no, sorry, are these numbers? With zombies, there are only 88 zombies available. There's only 9 aliens available, which makes them super, super ultra rare, right? The zombie that's been sold, which is the Figma Dylan Fields zombie, sold for millions of dollars. And I think there is a zombie that's gonna, sorry, alien. There's an alien that's gonna sell at this Christie's auction as well. So what I was looking at, of course, in my massively FOMO'd state, was I really need to. If I were to buy a CryptoPunk, what would I get? And I actually did zero it down. I don't have that list with me right now, but there are orange beanie CryptoPunks. So if you ask me, in NFTs, what is your goal? It's to own a CryptoPunk, right? Eventually, I don't know how I'll get there, right? I'm not too fixed on process or one exact way. It is super expensive. I cannot justify dropping this much. But I think I'll have to get creative about it, dude. So I think the one I want to get is probably this one. Either this, just for sale for 30th. There was another one which was sale for 32 approximately. But yeah, it'll probably be one of these. I want to get a beanie. I might get this. This is quite the hardcore one, right? Smoking a cig. I don't smoke cigs, but I really like this. Yeah, so CryptoPunks, another project that's going to explode. GaryVee's already hinting that he owns a couple. But yeah. When can we see Abnux to merch store? Anish, the merch store exists. It's on Rarible. Let me show you. I think enough time has passed such that I can now show you. The idea is we, of course, might do real physical merch, but what we really want to do, really want to do, is we want to do streetwear for the metaverse, right? So, for example, when we eventually drop vibe heads, and I'll just say this, I want all of you to own a vibe head. As much as possible, we'll try to get one to you via a giveaway. My profile is also lagging because I have all these auto playing videos. I really want all of you to get a vibe head because this is going to be this is going to be one of our massive community led projects. I want all of you to be able to own a vibe head, either free as one of the giveaways, right? 20 people are going to be getting a free one, by the way. We just ran a giveaway. It's closed right now, but maybe we open another. What was I saying? Yeah, I was saying this, for example, your vibe head might become your identity for the metaverse, right? And of course, this looks exactly like me, but there's nothing that says that even in the metaverse, I need to wear a hoodie with glasses, right? I can take on a totally different identity. When it comes to CryptoPunks, for example, to take an example, I don't have to be this dude. I could totally be an alien or a zombie. Like, forgetting about the price for a sec. I could, for example, be crazy hair. whatever. So the idea is we want to make this as your identity in the metaverse, but we're also trying to do merch and streetwear for the metaverse. So this is my first NFT drop, right? Um, for those who are into NFTs, you know that Genesis drops are typically very exciting, right? Um, it's almost like Genesis drops are, you can think of it as, imagine getting the first piece somebody made and then later they become a very, very famous artist. So a Genesis drop is typically worth a lot. I don't know if that's going to be the case here, but this is our first drop. We're going to make metaverse merch. We're going to make merch that you can use in the metaverse. Right now, you might be thinking, yo, it's just a video, right? What exactly is merch in this? But yo, we've got plans. We've got plans. There's going to be more of this. This is just 001. And there's about 14 that remain, although the actual number is much lesser. We made 33. More than half of these are gone already. We have 14 remaining, out of which I want to keep one. And of course, Goji, who we collaborated with, also wants to keep one. So I think we have about 12 remaining. And then, of course, we are also currently doing a giveaway on BitCloud right here for this. So one for that. So we have about 11 remaining. I expect this will get over soon, although I'm not really worried about it. If you want to get this maybe as your first NFT or just as one of your NFTs, it's just $30, right? So pick it up if you're interested. This can be a great first NFT purchase. Along with this, you will also get access to a private channel within our Discord where we discuss NFT investments, where you can ask, deeper questions. And of course, there's other benefits of being collectors. There's more surprises ahead, right? Earlier in the stream, I talked about how I don't like planning too much in advance because I ruin the surprise for myself. What I hate even more is ruining the surprise for everybody. So I'm not going to tell you the full picture right now, but it's definitely going to happen. It's going to be cool. Motherfuckers used to steal cards, dude. I was motherfuckers. I remember, not always. I had my own cards as well, but I remember there was this one time where Duel Masters cards were going around, and this was a few years after. Like by this time, I had stopped really actively trading Pokemon cards. Duel Masters was going around. I didn't really want to buy them, so I just flicked some. I eventually gave it back. It was a scene, bro. It was a scene. Like there was so much playground warfare for Pokemon cards. Like that was a vibe. Like it was really painful sometimes losing your cards. Teachers used to rip up my cards, bro. It was so painful, but it was such a good time, dude. I loved trading. I loved trading Pokemon cards. NFT wala Pokemon. Exactly, bro. Sajad. Imagine you can trade Pokemon cards with everyone on the planet. And imagine it doesn't have to be Pokemon. It can be anything cards, right? If you are interested in fucking cricket, it can be cricket cards. If you're interested in a creator, it can be cards or tokens or NFTs by that creator. If you're interested in a music artist, right? Maybe you're super, super into Deadmau5 or fucking let's take in Deadmau5. Let's just say Deadmau5. You can buy Deadmau5 NFTs. So amazing. We're gonna see so much cool shit happening in NFTs. Cannot wait. Good suggestion, Shatir. I definitely should do a stream with Shatir. He is super creative. Your Shatir's been doing a lot of experiments, just like I have. I think experiments are very interesting to watch, right? Mostly because you sometimes don't need to do your own experiments to learn. Most of the times you do. But what I love about, having other friends who are also content creators, right? What I just mean is experimenting with YouTube, is that we can actually trade notes. We can exchange notes. If something is working for one of us, the others can implement it, quickly see a similar result. So it's almost like I don't have to rely on my own experiments. I can look at the experiments of my friends who are also doing this stuff. And I love that, bro. I love that about content creation. I will say this. You should also, whatever you're creating, whether you're doing 3D art, design, development, you should definitely have other people. You should definitely have a squad that you do it with. It just makes it so much more fun. What's up, Siddharth? mm. So, yo, this giveaway, by the way, for my NFT is happening on BitCloud right now. It'll close in another 24 hours, I think. I'm gonna pick one based on your answers. I don't think it's gonna be random. It's gonna be based on your answers. But yeah. mm. So, folks, let's do this. Let's take a short Bhel break. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some more of this artwork. I'm gonna play a little bit of music while I go through some more comments. I actually do need to get a drink. Let me quickly go to the kitchen, grab one. I'll be back in like a minute, right? Not too much. So see you all in just a sec. Let's do this, okay? Let's do it really quick. Let's see if anybody can guess what drink I have. I have it right here. Okay. Sajat, thank you for this idea. We're gonna quickly do a guess. Whoever gets it, I don't want to promise you a free NFT or anything, but we'll get you something if anybody can guess it. Okay. Let's do this. I'll put a quick timer. Okay. Anybody who can guess this drink gets something cool. The first person to guess it. Till then, I'm going to not drink it. I'm going to wait for a sec. King Siddharth in the house. Yo, King Siddharth and I need to do a stream as well because he's moved to a new place. You got a studio, King Siddharth. So we'll do a stream. We definitely need to do one. Maybe sometime in the next couple of days. Let me hit you up after this. Yeah. So sad, bro. It was flexing, but with risks. You know what I also think about is we were exposed to so much stuff as a kid that we don't realize used to affect us in so many ways. I feel like one of the reasons I've gotten into design and entrepreneurship is because I'm just chasing that high that I had in school of trading cards. Dude, this is not even a joke at this point. You know, when you look at cards, there's certain things about them with which you can say they're fake. So there was one which was, if the back is kind of rough, it means it's fake. Of course, if you have a fake name or something on it, it's fake. In India, most cards printed were fake. So technically only the US cards were real. So there was actually a few things you could look at to tell where exactly that card was printed. So that, I feel, led to me having an eye for design because I had to like zoom in on these details, trying not to get scammed by these kids on the fucking playground. And yeah, I'm just been chasing that high for like 20 plus years. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're gonna see who guesses it. It's not boba, it's not coke, no jaljeera, bro. Man, I feel like maybe nobody might get it. I might give a hint. Okay, milkshake, no. Grape juice, chocomilk, boba, monster. Yo, so the winner is Aryan, bro. Oh my fucking god. Okay, hold on. You guys are not gonna believe what just happened. Aryan is the one who's guessed this. Okay, he said lassi. Dude, this is fucking synchronicity, okay? My mind is fucking blown, and for a sec, you're about to get blown. I do have lassi. This is the correct answer, but what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Ayran is it's basically, it's I think Turkish lassi. It's basically lassi, but it's called ayran. So in a lot of these shawarma places, you do get this as a drink. But I cannot fucking believe what kind of messages the simulation sending us. Aryan guessed it. It is lassi and it's ayran, bro. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Okay, this is crazy. I cannot believe this. The Matrix is sending us really, really strong signals today. That is too crazy, bro. I still haven't, still can't wrap my head around. See, here's the thing: you can't explain shit like this. There is no logical, rational explanation that can explain what just happened. That shit is synchronicity, bro. Synchronicity, hardcore synchronicity. Yo, 1111 in the chat, please. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow. What a moment, bro. What a moment. Oh my god. What a glitch. What a fucking glitch. mm. Rudra, I think, might have also gotten it. He wrote buttermilk. I didn't see that. God damn, bro. God damn. So, we're coming up on the final 5 minutes of the stream. Okay, we keep these streams very tight. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. How do you describe this? You just can't. This is a fucking bro moment, and here we are on a bro stream with me, the CEO of Bro Moment. So real quick, here we go. Nothing describes this. Literally nothing describes what has just happened. There's no rational explanation for what just happened. Okay. So I will say this, folks. Please buy crypto. Please buy crypto. I'm being very direct now. Don't buy more than you're willing to lose. But I will say this: you will have FOMO a year from now, 2 years, maybe it's 5 years. I don't know when, but you will have FOMO saying, "Yo, Abhinav was like buy crypto and I didn't do it. I wish I had bought even $100, even 500." See, in the end, I don't know what's gonna happen, right? Talking about this thing, we can never tell what's gonna happen, but buying some crypto is a hedge. It is you having some skin in the game, right? Daksh tweeted this at me, bro. WazirX added 1 million new users in April, just now, in this month, right? 10 million overall customers by June, which is in the next 3 months. Do you know what happens when the users at WazirX 10x from a million to 10 million? It means there's going to be whatever 9 million more people who are going to buy crypto for the first time ever. Talk about being early, right? So I will say this: please use this link. I've just retweeted. The reason I say use this link is because this number, I'm going to track it over the next it's a point of pride for me, okay, honestly, which is I was able to get these many people into crypto. And of course, it'll only show up if you go through this link. So please check it out. This is in my bio as well. For those of you who are already signed up on WazirX, I would suggest also signing up on Binance, WazirX and Binance. Okay, two of my favorite exchanges. Binance might be a good idea if you're getting more deeper into crypto, which is not every coin is listed on WazirX. Only a few of them are. And Binance Also has lower transfer fees. So if you do have a WazirX, create a Binance account. Sending money between these two is free. And transaction fees, right? You pay gas fees while transferring, is cheaper on Binance. For some reason, WazirX is more expensive. So if you're transferring money to your MetaMask to buy an NFT, it might be a good idea to buy it on WazirX, do the free transfer option to move it to Binance. I would suggest you doing it on web or Android. I don't think iOS has the free option. And then Binance to MetaMask. You might save a bit of money. And of course, if you don't know what to buy, check this out, bro. Start here. Start here. This will give you access to the private channel within Discord. Amazing. I'm so glad a lot of people here have done that. Good job, Rishi. Um, I'm getting more direct day by day because I don't know, dude. It just hurts. It hurts me to, even if you do buy, even if you had bought a year ago and today you're like, wow, I have these gains, you're still going to feel, why didn't I buy more? Why didn't I buy more? Right? I feel that, dude. 2 or 3 years ago, when I was working at Unacademy, I was telling my team, I was like, please buy crypto, right? Some of them did. Sneha, shout out to you for doing that. The others, I'm not sure. I was like, please buy crypto. At Unacademy, we had our secret Santa, okay? And as part of that secret Santa, we're running out of time though, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to show this. As part of that secret Santa, I gave this one random person $1,000 of Ethereum, which is worth like 30,000 rupees today. Secret Santa, right? I've been telling people to buy crypto. A lot of them who have are definitely like, bro, thank you for this, right? Thank you for letting me know. I gave this person 1,000 rupees of crypto, of ETH, right? December 2018. Today, it's worth 30,000. I don't know what it's going to be in the future. Back then, I was like, yo, I would suggest holding and buying a Lambo within the next 10 to 20 years. Let me refresh this, retweet this as well. But the FOMO exists. Whether you get in or not, you will feel FOMO. Okay? You will feel FOMO. So I would say at least minimize your FOMO. Please get some crypto. Okay? Again, put in small amounts if you're not willing to lose it. And don't try to trade, right? It is crazy, but don't try to trade. Ideally, just hold onto it, right? You are going to feel dumb for not buying more. Bro, yeah, exactly this point, right? ETH, I bought it for this person. I could have bought some more ETH for myself. ETH, there was a point where it was $100, $200 for ETH. Today it's 2,700, right? $2,800. Some chance, non-zero chance that ETH goes to fucking $100,000. Nobody knows. But again, build your own conviction, do your own research. Now, I look at this and I'm slightly cringy because Lambo is a piece of shit, bro. Who the fuck wants Lambos? Fuck Lambos. Metaverse assets only. Digital virtual assets only, right? So with that, I'll see you in the next stream. Thank you all for joining. Bye-bye.